see, I just saw 5 coyotes over there earlier, but they're going up the hillside. I got some pictures, but they weren't anything special because they were with my phone. Wow, it was a beautiful sunrise this morning. We got up early. We should have just headed right here, but we were waiting to hear from our friends, trying to kind of figure out a game plan of what we were gonna do. But Rachel and I decided, hey, we'll get a hike in. You checked all the doors? Okay. Lost Gold Mine Trail. So Rachel and I went here last year. I biked here yesterday morning, way up in there and all around. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a great view. I've never went up on this ledge, I don't think.
That one?
No, like on this edge up here. Yeah, up there. Well, no, Tony was saying you could hike all up in there. There's biking trails and stuff.
That tiny house.
Yeah, that's nice. Someone's property probably while they build, I would think. If not, let's look into, yeah, I'd park a tiny home or the van there 6 months out of the year. Can you imagine that? This is your view. I mean, this totally feels like a national park. Oh, I just love looking at that sun come up over the mountains like that. Gorgeous. This is the perk to living in a van. I mean, we're staying down the road. We were visiting friends and we're like, oh, hey, let's get up. Let's just go to this trail, head down the street here. And it's really a regular thing, especially on the weekends when we can just get up early and head to a trailhead and spend the day outside. So most people think it's like, oh, this small van, how could you live in that small van? It's, unless we're working or something like that midweek, we're outside, we're exploring, we're chasing the weather, new places, visiting with friends and family. It's great. And I think 45 minutes ago, we didn't even know we were doing this.
Yeah, this is what Lori did yesterday at like 1 in the afternoon. So when she came to the van, she was like dripping with sweat.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I was out biking in this, so it was hot. How pretty. Just great with the sun coming up. So yesterday I biked all down in there. Last year, I can't see where my finger's at, hugged that ridge all the way over there to the mountain, came back, bordered this, and this is beautiful though. I've never been like in this little pocket. So much to see, explore, and do, and like even regardless of national parks, there's just, you'll never see it all in a lifetime, and that's what's incredible about it. And with the technology of like all trails and stuff like that, you can just go on a GPS map and find what hikes are by ratings, you know, weather conditions, see snapshots of pictures. It's incredible. How blessed. So you think about before, you'd have to talk to locals, which there's something to be said about that too. That's cool. So pretty. Love how it just keeps going and going. He's saying hi to Mr. Chipmunk. Spidey man.
You are,
Yeah, so usually there's a pool of water right there on the pictures.
Really?
Yeah. Well, what Tony said is like this time of the year there's usually snow melt. Like it'll snow up in here and then that melts during the day when the sun comes out and then it just gushes down there. He's like, oh, there's times where I'm biking and you'll hear it and then there's 3 or 4 feet of water. Oh, there they are. You see the petroglyphs?
Oh yeah. Wow.
So that just goes to show we're definitely not the first ones here. Very pretty, huh?
Yeah.
That was cool. We've been coming here for 4 years? 4 years.
It's our third time we visited.
Oh.
But Phoenix, we've been here 4 times.
Sure. So this area, I mean, 14 minutes down the street, we've stayed for 3 times and never done this hike. It's getting busy though, so I would say definitely come early. The hike is definitely rocky. Nothing crazy, but if you're, I mean, I would wear hiking shoes if you have them.
Scrambling.
No, just like ankle twisters if you're not paying attention. So right out in there you used to be able to camp, and we talked about always camping out there. There was like 7 or 8 spots marked across there, and every time I would bike I'd just see vans and RVs all scattered there, and just a beautiful view. But then this year we checked it out and they closed it all down, and from what I read on some of the comments, it sounded like people were just setting up shop there all winter long, which it's happening more and more. It's unfortunate because some of these spots are so beautiful, and it's like if people could just utilize them as, you know, 5 days or a couple of days, or if there's a 14-day limit, a lot of this stuff would still be around. But I think it's kind of a growing sign of the times and the cost of housing and people displaced from homes, or even enjoying the lifestyle like us, and everyone should be able to utilize it. But it's going to really be a bummer if this just turns into a trend of where all these spots are just no longer a thing. Sedona has certainly been loved to death, and that's a case of where a lot of the stuff's being closed and they have these little clusters. I know Bend, Oregon, people have talked a lot about way too many van people. We don't need any more people. We don't need any more travelers. And I get it, like as a local for sure. I mean, it creates, it's good for putting money into the local economy, but at the same point, if you go to spots and you can't park, if people are throwing trash all over, like, I wouldn't want that either. So I get all sides of it. But anywho, yeah, that's the spot somewhere in there where we were going to plan on camping with our friends that we met in Florida. But after looking into it, it doesn't seem like it's an option, and we would have to go further out to find just some spots that didn't really seem super appealing, and then we're kind of going out of the way, and our friends have plans in Scottsdale tomorrow, so it would be further out of their way. Well, Gold Canyon was a success. It was a lot of fun. We had some pool time, hot tub time, conversation with our friends there. I went biking with a friend that I've been trying to coordinate stuff with that I hadn't seen since I was like 15 years old. It was a friend of my cousin's and big biker. That was a lot of fun. So Gold Canyon was a blast. Rachel and I did a morning hike this morning for sunrise.
We were there 2 nights total.
2 nights total. Now we're heading into Phoenix. Gonna make some stops, some running around. Got to pick up groceries. She has to return something to Best Buy. I have to go to Walmart and make a return of something that I didn't like. And then we're gonna meet our friends outside of Phoenix. That's a BLM land that we've camped at before. We'll see how busy it is there and if we can find a decent spot for the 2 of us. That should be fun. Just washed the van, just gave it a rinse, because when we stopped in Alamogordo, it left a bunch of soap scum all over it. I wasn't gonna put any more money in the machine, so just gave it a $3 rinse. Should take care of most of that soap scum. We shall see. And then we'll see what we get into. We have not had breakfast or lunch yet, so we still got to do that. It'll be nice to restock on groceries. We went back and forth on whether to go to Sedona and Flagstaff. We absolutely love those areas. It's the weekend, so it would have been ideal for Rachel to hike, but the weekend in Sedona is a nightmare. So it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes technically out of the way, and then if we went over to California, it would have tacked on, you know, a couple hours. So we decided against it. So we'll see what we get into and what we do.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find
No, you're all good. Just recapping a little bit of this. But yeah, Gold Canyon's great. It just seems safe, chill. A lot of retirees. I mean, the community or the area we were in was all 55 plus.
I think we should go through Phoenix and go to a faraway Best Buy.
Sure.
So then we're like through the traffic because there is none right now,
Yeah,
versus
definitely.
going to the closest
There's plenty of
Best
Walmarts
Buy.
and Targets and stuff
Yeah.
over on the other side of Phoenix.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna let you go.
45 minutes to Best Buy.
Cool.
God bless you.
Thank you. It was just a yawn. We'll be right back, okay? Gonna go get some groceries. We have arrived at Aldi's. Aldi, right?
There's one Aldi.
Yeah. I always do that. Everything in life.
Can we say the one you did the other day though? When it was supposed to be plural and you made it singular.
I said I was gonna wear a pantyhose, but I said pantyhose, thinking just a pantyhose over my, hilarious.
Oh.
I was like, I thought if I was just wearing one over my head, that's what it would be. And she's like, no, not so much.
I had a really great giggle.
You did. Looks nice here. Goodyear,
Yeah.
Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you put the quarter away already?
I got the quarter. Maybe that's why they're 50 cents, huh? There's no box below. Looks like a new store. Bananas, huh? That one you grabbed had a spot on it.
These are cute.
Feel good to replenish the stock.
We got these groceries for Christmas from my parents.
Yes, thank you.
Beep, beep.
That was
The
me.
guy that comments on all the videos and says, I love my daughter.
That was me
guy.
editing out their names.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny. No, it feels good to get these groceries. We got to run over to Walmart, and then
We'll finally be with our friends.
yeah, some outdoor time, hopefully.
If the sun's still on.
Yeah. The van looks much cleaner after getting that soap off there. We were telling our friends in Gold Canyon how we bought some ribs and we got out to the parking lot. They were super dry and like they were terrible. And we said we went back in and they're like, oh, we don't think we would ever do that. And we were like, the difference with us is like our house is in the parking lot. So we generally, if it's something fresh, maybe we'll eat in the parking lot and we'll look. But it was funny. They're like, oh, I wouldn't drive back for that. And they're like, we said.
Well, yeah, they're already at home.
We're in the parking lot. We're still there. So. Some people are saying eggs are $7 back home.
Is that broken?
These are $4.50. No.
Okay. Just making sure. I caught my eye.
That's good. All right.
Where's
See ya.
the? Oh, I didn't even know where it was. Hi.
Someone's gonna be like, someone was boozing here at Aldi's while they were shopping. Oh, I missed that stout. That was really good. Goose Island. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think there's any room for all of this in here because of the milk and the.
Okay, well we can finish the milk. Oh, look at the puppy. Dam down there is pretty.
We've stayed at that Walmart.
That's where we met that couple that said they were gonna like quit Vanlife or they weren't having a good time.
Oh.
$44 each.
Oh my god, yeah, totally. Canyon X?
Yeah, Canyon X is the one we did.
Send him that link.
Yeah, like if you look at the schedule right now, it shows availability.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, we'll totally do that.
It's super cool. It's worth it. And that one they say is more like intimate. There's not as many people as what's the other one called? Antelope Canyon.
Antelope Canyon is what I see a lot on TikTok.
I think this one, our tour was only like 2 van worths of people, so maybe like 20.
Yeah.
Like it was very small.
Oh, that's so nice.
I would also say, I mean obviously, but like they will cancel it if